Alright, boys, we have an issue.
What's up?
We have too many classes.
Too many what?
Too many classes good for this fight. Shadow Priests are good, we have 3 of those. Mages are good, we have 3 of those. Rogues are 2 of those. Balanced Druids are good, we have 3 of those. Need the Demon Hunter. Blam's been putting in a lot of work and his single target's insane, so is Mulkey's. So we sit them when they're the ones putting in work and doing really good damage, even though they're not the most ideal class in comparison. I don't know what to do. I want Bull in here. I gotta even get you in here, McAdams. I would like Mage in here. Melman is better at Shadow Priest than the other 2 Shadow Priests, but has less gear.
Cool.
This is difficult, and we're only running 3 healers. This is like really hard to decide.
Yeah, I understand.
This is gonna make us run late. It's so hard to decide because we have too many good things going on. Which I guess that's about the best problem you can have. Honestly, even though Melman's good, you know, he's in comparison put in some of the least amount of effort, and he's got the lowest item level. To my knowledge, I know Dispersed and Reckon have been up a lot late night doing shit. That's hard. I don't know.
What do we need Blam for again?
Huh?
Why do we need Blam in on this fight?
I mean, we don't necessarily need Blam in, but Blam's been putting in a lot of work. He does really good damage. Like, he's like number 1 Windwalker. Yeah.
I mean, number 1 Windwalker. We have 1 Windwalker, Tim.
I'm not talking about in the guild. I don't know. I hate also sitting people that put in more work than other people and that play well. I think Blam would do more damage and do better than people, even though their class is better.
What makes Shadow Priest good in this fight?
Because the boss will shield during their execute phase, and they just execute forever. Same with Fire Mages.
Oh, okay.
That's why certain trinkets are recommended. Shyak's putting in the least amount of effort, but Feint's overpowered for the rippling wave sets.
I mean, I don't really think it's a good idea to look at things based on effort at this point. We need to bring the best composition to kill the boss with.
Well, I mean, we can have like 20 different compositions and it'd be really good is the problem. Like, that's like saying, okay, there's nothing special about Elemental Shaman, but Shrankar does insane damage. So he's not ideal when it comes to composition, but he's gonna outplay and do more damage than most of our guys.
Well, this fight's a DPS check, so of course we get him.
Right.
I mean, I agree with McAdams. Just bring whatever we think is going to do the best damage. If we see that some people aren't performing, sit them and bring somebody else.
Yeah, but like the problem is like, what do we even start with? That's my issue.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get McAdams and Bull in, because Bull's been putting in a ton of work. McAdams is a tank and Bull's one of our top DPS. Mage has been practicing fire, and he's been up getting his shit done, and he got a best in slot weapon out of Shrine running with me. And so I'd hate to not bring him in, because Fire Mage is like insanely good for this fight. other than Meat being battle shout and commanding, I mean, there's nothing too special outside of that, but that is
Need
really
battle
helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need the battle shout. We need the battle shout. We need the commanding.
He does good damage, and I mean, just battle shot alone is huge. Like added damage.
Yeah, like he could do less damage and still be worth it because of the battle shout. Yeah. This is so hard to figure out.
I would. Let me look at it for a second.
Alright, we're just gonna 2 heal it instead of healer and bring in another DPS.
I don't
just
think
makes
that's
it
gonna
easier.
work.
So we need 4 people that are in the groups 1 through 4, not.
Well, at least 3. Ideally 4. And like if we're talking class options, we would sit Mulkey, Blam, Shrankar, and then that'd be the only thing, 3 I could think of. Yeah, but Mulkey, we all know he's insane damage. Shrankar's insane damage, and I think Blam's better than credit for. I mean, the only person I can think of to even sit is Blam. I hate that we have to 3-tank because I'd sit Reddit for somebody. And apparently Reddit's not even got the right traits to tank this fight the way he's supposed to. Because he doesn't grind Mechagon rep. It's a tough call, boys. Tough call. What do you guys think we should do? If I want Bull, McAdams, and Mage, sit, in y'all's opinion.
I mean, I think we need Mailman too. I think we need all 4 of us.
How do we even fit that in there? What are your recommendations on people to sit?
I mean, we need Haichi because Warlock Stones and shit.
Well, Hachi's been doing a lot better too.
Yeah, he's also does pretty good damage as Destro.
Well, I think he's
Destro,
affliction.
Right?
No, I think he's affliction.
Oh,
is he a demo?
He's gonna play Demonology for this one. Apparently it does more damage to bubbles.
Well, if we have an option to sit somebody, I think we sit Hachi. Yeah, we need the Hellstones, but he's 421 item level and has, let's see, he's put in some of the least amount of effort. Him and Shayak have put in some of the least amount of effort this week. Can't really count Love, he was out of town, and I know Love would have been playing his ass off. But Love, even though he's been gone all, past few days, he's still middle tier in terms of neck and item level. So immunities, immunities can stop the bubble. So we got to keep our mages, we got to keep our hunters. Honestly, Solar does really good damage. But the good thing about Boomkin, him and I both have the switch hitter trait. Which means whenever we do the rippling waves, him and I pop in bear form, we hit a frenzied regen. Not only does it top us off, but it gives us over 500 avoidance for the remaining rippling waves, and we take way less damage. And that's what Method was doing as well. Plus, we're innervates for the 3 healers. Holy shit, what the fuck did we do?
Ooh, we got a BOE, 445. Holy shit.
Nice, dude.
That's actually, oh my god.
You should give that to one of the fire mages. That is best in slot. I actually bought a 430 socketed cloak for fire mages, and I'm about to roll it off. Well, not roll it off, but we're about to do votes for it. So with that cloak, we can give them each one. Should definitely aim to gear DPS over anything.
Oh yeah, haste is not good for me, so I'm not going to use it, but...
Yeah, I mean... Hey, will you actually go ahead and just trade me that cloak? We'll vote on it right now, because I have the other cloak in my bag as well. I'm thinking Mayhaps obviously gets one of them. I'll let him decide. Right. Do we agree with that?
Yeah, I'd give Mayhaps the one I just got.
Well, I'm gonna ask him if he wants the socket or if he wants the 445.
Well, he socketed for haste, but his current cape is verse mastery, so I'm sure he wants the haste, and that gives 96 haste.
Well,
They're the
same exact
socket's
cloak.
stronger than the unsocketed one.
Right,
A socket
right,
on
they're the
cloak's worth
same
like
exact.
25
Oh, I
items.
thought you were talking about his current.
No, I bought. There was a 430 socketed haste verse cloak in the AH for really cheap, so I used the Guild Bank Gold and bought it because it's really good for our fire mages. And I'm doing everything I can to try to make sure we get an Ashvane kill this week. So, Mayhaps gets one, and it's either between Love and Mage Care. What do we think there? I think Love's...
I'm not sure.
Well, I think Love's been pumping, and I think Love puts in a lot more work than Mage. But, then again, Mage has been doing more, so it's a tough one. Might just have to have them roll. Alright, I'm going to ask Mayhaps. Think about it for a second. I'm going to tell them what we're doing real quick, and put your suggestions in O-Chat real fast. We got to figure this out.
Do you know what fire mage stat priority is?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look that. Haste verse, mastery crit. Love his capes is crit haste. So
Socketed or unsocketed?
unsocketed. He has a 430 haste crit cape. Mage has a 430 haste verse. So mages is better currently. Like Mage is a really good cape.
Give it to Love then.
Loves is misstatted.
So we gotta find spots for 3 people? Is that what he's saying?
Well, yeah, I need to be in. I'm still in group
Yeah.
5. And then he wants Mage and Bull in the fight too.
Fuck.
And Shadow Priest is also very good. The Mailman has been doing very good recently.
Hell, I honestly would sit Lamb myself.
Or would we sit you? That makes sense.
Because I don't bring anything. If we need any kind of class utility, I bring nothing to it. I mean, and I'm looking at everything else. We really don't have any weak DPS to sit.
Okay. I got Mayhaps the cloak.
Nice.
Alright. And I just had Mage and Love roll. That was the easiest thing to do, in my opinion, because they're both, I'd say...
They have the same cloak, but Love's is misstatted. Mage has like the 2 best stats on his.
Yeah.
I would have gave it to Love, but whatever.
Yeah, well, he wanted it anyways, so
Alright.
good deal. Okay, so our best options. Obviously, people that are failing. initially, I say if we have to sit somebody, it's gonna have to be between Blam, Solar, and Hachi.
Yeah, that's
Maybe one of the rogues.
Yeah, I would sit Shayak if we have to do that too.
Mm-hmm. So there's our 4 right there. What do we think? If anybody's messing up, we bring in one of the other guys that we pretty much want to keep in there.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that'd probably be good for to start with. Anyways.
All right. So, Blam, love you, Blam. You've been putting in a lot of work, dude. Blam was behind, like way behind, and dude's been hammered out. Like, I feel pretty bad.
Yeah,
and
I did a lot of impulse with him too. I like him, but like, you know, he's a good player. I just think the people on the bench just can do better. So I don't know.
Well, they're gonna do better partially because of their classes as well. I think Blam's a solid player. As soon as we got a raid combat, I can swap these people. So who am I swapping? Shayak, Blam, Solar, which sucks. Solar, man, he's been really enthusiastic about everything too. And Hachi. Do I actually want to sit Hachi initially? Do we want to give Hachi a chance first?
Yeah,
and
I think we
leave
need
Mailman out for now.
Yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially since we're only 3 healing, I think all the extra healing should help. It would be a big deal.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, are we out of combat for a second here? Oh, I hate to do this, boys. Rest in peace. McAdams' daddy's in the group. Where
are we going?
Trash. I don't know.
Thane is very strong, though. That's something to keep in mind. Thane is very, very strong.
And rogues are parsing well in this fight.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm trying to put everything in the same group here for the most part. Got the 3 tanks. We'll offset there. The 3 healers. Let's try to keep some range together and some melee together here. Alright, let's go tell them. Bag me up on this. Let them know how hard it was, because I don't want anybody to feel discouraged. Let's go back up. Tanking for Mythic what?
Lily bought Azurite for tanking.
Alright guys, so I'm not gonna lie, very, very difficult decision to make. Very difficult. Like, if we could, we'd have everybody in here, because we're looking at some of the item level, we're looking at some of the effort put in, we're looking at how some of the classes are doing on this fight, and pretty much anything we go with is going to be good. So we're going to start with this. You guys on the bench have a very strong chance to come in on this fight if somebody is screwing up, because Rogue Feint's great. Rogues are parsing great on this. Mailman, I want you in here as well. I mean, Shadow Priests are doing great. You've been doing good. Blam, you deserve to be in here. Solar, you deserve to be in here. Rolex, you've been doing big damage and getting good item level. You deserve to be in here. Like, this is tough. But triple Fire Mage, we got to have that. Need the Warlock for Hellstones. Need at least a couple Shadow Priests. We got to have our healers. Got to have DH buff. Got to have at least 1 rogue. Need the Warrior buff. Need the 3 tanks. Mulkey pushes insane damage, and so does Shrankar. They're the only 2 that are kind of flexible in terms of what classes bring, but they themselves are extraordinary. So it's hard, guys. It was very difficult. I hope all of you know that, you know, I've been watching people push and I've been watching people play, and you guys have been doing awesome. People have been putting in a ton of work, a lot of effort. I love to see it, and I hope we really get this kill for you know, kind of show everything paying off that we've been putting an effort towards. You know, we have today and tomorrow to kill this boss. I think it's only going to take tonight to get the boss down in terms of mechanics, and then after that it's just going to be min-maxing some stuff. So, you know, we're going to have a few different options here, and we're going to probably swap a few people in and out, seeing how things go. 1 and 2 Vantis runes, group 1 and 2 Vantis rune with McAdams, 3 and 4 with me.
Need dribble boys?
Reddit, it's unlucky you weren't farming the Rust Bolt to have the Null and Void barrier, dude.
Oh, we gotta wait 2 minutes for belt.
Wait, I'm getting 8 of them, McAdams? Oh.
Anyways, again, I appreciate the guys that have been putting in a lot of work and putting in a lot of effort. Everybody deserves to be in here, but this is what happens when you have a healthy roster. You gotta pick and choose, and I think this is a good problem to have, of course, but it is what it is right now.
Problems.
Hey, man, I'm happy this is one of our problems. It just makes getting the group sorted out tough. Do you need a gem to go with this, Love? I got a verse and a haste gem.
I have it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm dropping you guys. Please stick around and watch stream. Alright, I think we got everything about as organized as we can get here. Alright, so what are the changes on this fight? We'll talk real briefly about it. So obviously, from people that have been staying relevant with everything and watching, there is, when Rippling Wave spawns, there is a large orb that needs to be soaked 3 times by stepping in and out of it. The damage it does is relevant with the small ones when they explode. The only problem is the waterlogged buff lasts the entire fight, and that's where the third tank comes in to soak these orbs to take most of the damage and has to be spot healed and paid attention to. So Reddit's going to be doing that. Who's running logs right now? Shrankar, you got logs going?
Somebody else should as well. Mine have been working on and off ever since I swapped hard drives.
I'll run mine.
I don't know if mine work.
I'm doing it, it's fine. And then the other part about this fight is in phase 2, whenever we break the corals with the beams, which, by the way, don't be in between these beams. If you see people trying to line beams up on coral growths, don't be in between and take the damage from that, please. So whenever the growths happen and they explode with the beams, they are going to spawn shards that need to be soaked. You're going to see these green circles on the ground. They'll be spiraling upwards if they're not being soaked. Ranging healers need to quickly get to those and soak them. Might be a good time to wind rush there if you're running that Shrankar to get people to where they need to be quickly, or even for the beams. Mulkey, if there's some for melee to reach real fast, might be a good idea to roar that and go out and try to soak a couple. We 3-heal this fight because it's a huge damage and healing check. It's basically a gear check once you get the mechanics down. And if I'm not wrong here, we have 430.5 average item level for tanks, 427.5 for DPS, and 428 for healers. So overall, we're 428 across the raid, which is pretty damn good. But I was hoping for 430, 433, somewhere around those lines. And some of those guys on the bench have a higher item level than a few of you that either just haven't been playing the game or pushing or what. I know the benthic gear, I understand all that, but anyways. Mayhaps, Shrankar, you guys talk a little bit about DPS on this fight and what cooldowns are supposed to be looking like while I get it together tube going.
Well, at least for the mages, I kind of want Love to stay the execute, and then me and Mage do Firestarter, and Love use your CDs on pull.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of the CDs can pretty much be used on pull. Really, we want to see how the damage is looking after the first P2 phase, so we can see how we're lining up versus other logs we've seen. But we may have people waiting until shield breaks to end up using some of those cooldowns.
And then talk about the hero timing as well.
So for all the other logs I've seen, they use hero towards the end of the last carapace phase to get that carapace down and have less of the corals up at the same time. So that's where we're going to be popping that.
I have 2 Vantis runes left. Who in group 3 and 4 didn't get Vantis? Me. Need to open trade and get Vantis. 1 more. Who else? I didn't have room for all that shit, love. You're gonna have to give me like 100 at a time, or 200 at a time, rather. This kill is gonna make it or break it. I understand we're starting late. We ran into roster issues we didn't think we were gonna have in terms of configuring all that. And I thought it was gonna be a little bit, at first glance, easier to put together than what it was. Anyways, I have it together to Blink. All this configuring, all this strat talking, all this composition, although it's not pulling the boss, it's still raiding, it's still beneficial, it's still going to be a part of the encounter. And so just keep all that stuff in mind. You know, Method stops and talks about strat for like half the day worth of their raiding. Alright, but that's probably why they're world second right now. Anyways, go to strats and go to this together too.
Reddit, the other thing is, McAdams and I are both running Tiger's Lust, so when you need a speed boost to get around to those orbs, you let us know, and we'll cast it on you.
Self has me too. He has a macro and everything, so I know what it's all.
Yep, I'm gonna test my macro now.
You guys have to have relevant healing potions. You guys have to have relevant enchants and gems and flask and food and all that shit. And if you guys aren't using defensives and health stones and health pots on this fight, you are literally going to be holding us back. Health pots is going to be one of our cooldowns in this fight, so I really hope you got them, and I really hope it's second nature at this point. It should be. I mean, it's Mythic rating, right?
Bridal Fury is really good, because it lasts for the full duration of when the shield's down.
I'm pretty sure every DPS was using Unbridled Fury when it comes to Ashvane.
So he wants to just not use health potion then until someone calls for it?
I mean, obviously, if you're legitimately about to die, you probably want to use one. But
Use health stones first. His health potions are way more like
right, if the health stone levels you out, then you should be fine. We'll have cooldowns running. The healers should be looking at ERT, going over the healing cooldowns, talking about all of that. And so there should be cooldowns rolling for the rippling wave sets that we get. Alright, we got everybody in this together too. I'm gonna get this started, and we're gonna take a look at all this.
Right, of course, yeah. Also, I didn't need to poke Zalia during the break. I guess it closes in combat. I just noticed that it closes in combat.
You guys resending me back?
Twitter about he got debated, leaving his quest window open, and then the
Should be watching together too.
actually just turn into the way of the crane that he was doing yesterday, but it was the option to let him access it, so he had to pull it from his hotbar or from his spellbook in.
We can mute this video, right?
So those little things was pretty funny. I did talk to Perfecto about his bags, and he said it's not his fault. Now,
Yeah, you can mute it.
for what it is, I don't know how true that is, but you can keep that up with Perfecto about his bags from the before the break. But we're jumping back into the first.
What if the commentators have something good to say?
Cool
We're gonna
down.
see what they have moved around, or who they're not
Is it
gonna
playing?
die. Because again,
It's
that
been playing.
that 7th or 8th wave of bubble
2 minutes in.
count. How many bubble waves are in that
Wasn't
last,
for me.
that last break?
So those corals are not line of sight. You can cast through them.
Per DPS phase. Which one
11 bubbles hit the boss.
So, yeah. So the chosen to use a barrier here on the first bit.
Yeah, when the shield's down, the bubbles can hit the boss without it being a problem.
Oh yeah.
In fact, we should let it
Yeah,
hit the boss.
Well, it
Yeah.
still deals damage.
Right, it still does the raid-wide damage. I mean, that happens either way, no matter
But
what
it doesn't
you do.
apply the waterlogged.
Yeah,
Right.
that's important.
Yeah, it's avoiding the debuff.
That's really important for like melee range. Make sure there's an open spot for that bubble to hit the boss during phase 2.
Yep.
And
So if you guys weren't paying attention there, during phase 2 when the shield is down, you can let the bubbles hit the boss because it doesn't add to a shield because one does not exist, still does the raid-wide damage, but it's avoiding the waterlog to debuff, which makes it easier on Reddit.
He just cares about the health bars not being at 0.
Yeah, that's his main concern.
Is that enough for now, Love? Are you good?
So they have world markers
Yeah, I'm
on
good.
these. See how easy it is? World marker, target marker, just go to the marker. That means during the encounter, we need someone placing world markers on the coral.
Ooh, 66.9. That's good. That's
I think Reddit running around should be doing that since all she's doing is orb hunting.
It's blue,
half the
triangle. Yeah, it's gonna be square, triangle, and X.
Crits, right? Just making the difference.
Yeah, about 3% more damage just from the Narcoles crits. Absolutely true.
I mean, it's the only explanation.
Think you can set those world markers, Reddit?
Yeah.
Absolutely huge in that first.
You have assist. You should just, all you have to do is, it's only during P2, just watch the beams and you're not even really soaking during that phase anyways.
Lit and bigwigs, you gotta turn the setting on to mark it. Make sure you're the only one with.
Yep, officers, anybody with assist, make sure you guys double check that.
Mike and I were talking during the dinner break as well about if this boss is tuned to such a degree that it is too much of a roadblock.
I'm gonna push ERT again. Sorry, healers, if you guys didn't have that.
There are so many guilds now that are just on Ashvane. From the first day, with both the NA rating C having the day.
Guys need to have augment runes for this fight as well.
There were a lot. We have 73 coming in.
If you don't have augment runes, you need to go get some.
Oh, if we're 70 plus now, goodness gracious. I wonder how many of them got to Ashvane though and said, all right, we're not pushing the numbers that we're seeing on the Race to World First stream, so we're gonna go get some gear. I think Mike actually said that
It's a huge check fight.
He's actually in the caster side room right
That's why nobody on the server's killed it yet.
adjusted what they're gonna do farm because of this.
16 runes
Yeah,
and up.
absolutely.
The second bubble coming
I
down,
would get more.
second
In fact, if you're
DPS
running to
phase,
town to get some and you got the gold, if people want a little bit more,
power
say I'm going to go get some and get some for other people.
Oh, Radiance
I don't have the gold, but I'll buy
Yeah,
some
there was a
gear
very
from you back.
there as well.
Just call it the healer bubble, get in the bubble. Breaking 3 each time, I don't know if they broke 4, camera turned.
So if anyone wants me to buy some for them, let me know.
Catch it there.
You get two Azurite cutters each time, so you don't have to break them all. Yeah, there's 2 more.
Yeah, there's 2.
Are we gonna use some for our first pulls or only for like the kill pulls?
Really far away too. A healer.
Honestly,
just get
we
way out
probably
there.
don't need to use them until we're
This
getting a little
DPS
bit
burn
more
right
comfortable
here
with the encounter.
break
But at the same
how
time,
much
it's gonna help us see
time
where
they
we're
have
at
the third
on certain
burn.
points of the fight.
They have to get sub 30
I mean, we'll wait and use them
before
until we get a little
they
bit
have
more
the extra
cool,
gain
just so we don't waste them.
coral, so they're gonna cut
And then
those.
wherever we're at on some of this, we'll assume we'd be a little bit more ahead with everybody augmenting.
So what happened there was when the coral breaks, it spawns these circles, and everyone has to stand. You gotta stand at least one. Like it has to be covered by one person.
If you don't,
Also
corals grow
spawns.
back.
Yep, it'll grow back like a damn Hydra head.
So if you're close to one, just take it. And then if you see someone else in it and you're in it, just work it out so that only one of you take it.
DPS phase, based on what Ninja was telling me how they're playing their healer cooldowns. And they're basically playing them all around, so I think Naga's soaking that one.
Do it first come, first serve for soaking.
He didn't soak the big one. 13, and then it should be 14 on Naga. So he's at the almost like
I mentioned it in the channel. I don't think I've seen it yet, but the briny bubble you can immune. And then you can break out of it with bubble, ice block. You can also turtle, yeah, cloak before it.
Can you
human racial?
1000 HPS right now. Jesse and Celia are right there, right behind each other. Okay.
They're all horde, I don't know. Me.
About halfway, a little under halfway on the third carapace.
It didn't count on a stun, so I would assume
DPS
not.
phase.
So, as you guys can see, it's pretty much not too much different from Heroic in terms of the actual mechanics of the encounter. The mechanics obviously do influence the fight pretty heavily because we have to take more damage from the rippling wave and waterlog lasts forever and all that, but there's ways around it, like in P2 not soaking, getting the waterlog, you know, having that one person dedicated to soaking so we don't have a bunch of assignments and call outs and all this and that. And then soaking the corals is just a little bit more damage in the encounter, you know, and ranging healers need to make sure we're taking care of that. Outside of that, it's pretty much the same fight. It is just a ginormous damage and healing check, and now we get to see the one problem we normally don't have, which is damage. We get to really put that to the test between today and tomorrow. So
the timing on that may have been almost to the second when they had cooldowns up and the empowered wave. They're not going to cut the coral. There's no point in cutting the coral anymore.
see, like, here's another thing you notice they're doing. They didn't even bother to break those corals, right? Because the boss is going to die. So if we're in our third P2, which is where the boss should be dying, we are not using the beams, because all you're going to do is you're going to do a bunch of extra movement, you're going to outrange the boss, and any combination of people doing that could be the make it or break it between killing that boss in that last phase. They literally kill her as she's casting for the fourth P1. And that's a wipe. You get a fourth P1, you're dead. It's over with. So, in the third P2, do ignore the beams. Don't do them. Ignore them. DPS the boss. Kill the boss. If we don't make it, then we'll have to figure it out from there. Anyways, so Reddit knows his assignment and what he's supposed to be doing. Does anybody have any questions exactly? Because there's certain things each of our classes can do that is a reason why we're in this fight. We got, you know, mages for execute and stuff like that. We got the hunters because they can turtle the briny bubbles. Mages, you guys can ice block the briny bubbles. So if any of you guys get the briny, use something to get rid of it. It's one less thing we got to kill, more DPS on the boss. So don't save that shit. Use it and get rid of the debuff. So pay attention to that. Plus hunters, marksmen, you know, 80% higher, do more damage, even better with the shield, right? Shadow Priest, you know, you guys execute damage on top of the VEs. Adam, you should be fainting like every rippling wave. Balance Druid, which is only me, unfortunately, right now, is switch hitter. So going to Bear, Frenzied Regen, gives me over 500 avoidance, take way less damage from the AoE. And then Hachi's a Warlock, and he gets to give Hellstones. So, meets a Battle Shout. And Shrankar, and Mulkey. Anyways, so, we all have a purpose in this fight, and we need to make sure that we're using our classes to the best of their ability. Like, using defensives is huge. Making sure you're using your Hellstones and your health pots is huge. Because we have 3 healers, guys. 3 healers. There's a lot of damage in this fight for 3 healers. Now we're just waiting on other people to get back. So you guys ask questions, you know, whatever you need to do while we're waiting.
Repush RT, please.
Okay.
We're gonna move the boss clockwise. I'm gonna start where I am now, move clockwise. If you get briny, remember to go offset, so you go ahead. So when you're looking at the boss as a DPS, it's to the right.
Oh, what the fuck? Good camera angle game.
Also, Tal and Nick, do you guys know like how often you guys are going to be needing like CDs and stuff, or?
We won't need them at all. We'll be fine.
So I get full use of whatever CD.
Yep. What you have big CDs, pain sub.
I don't think I should take. I should probably take sack earlier, just because the damage is going to be ramped pretty high near the end.
Yeah. Well, she can also, if she has to,
bubble.
She can just bubble. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got big externals though, like Cocoon, Pain Sub, and Sack are no joke.
Yeah.
LOH too.
Yeah.
True. Not false. Well, LOH would probably be best near the end of the fight when I'm getting VR'd with high stack.
So, for the most part, in terms of positioning, it's just kind of a loose spread, similar to Radiance, where you aren't in between the corals and the boss because you're not assigned to soaking the rippling waves. So don't just sit right in front of a coral and nuke the raid when you're not supposed to. Illume, you're gonna have to just make sure you're talking to your healers. You guys got to coordinate and mumble and make sure you're ready for anything and everything. Wave, you got one innervate. Use it wisely. I'll call the V's and the calm shout in the darkness and all that. So, big damage check, boys. Big damage check. That's why I've been. I'll pop Cauldron. That's why I've been encouraging you guys over and over. You know, if you're about to hit a neck level, push it. If you're about, if you can get gear out of Mythic Plus, do it. And a lot of people have been putting in a ton of work, and there's a couple people that really didn't do much of anything. But that's where the flexibility comes in with the roster, so we'll see what happens. Alright, everybody's ready.
Dusty, you haven't used your Vantis for any yet.
Oh, can you drop block stones one more time?
Who has Vantises?
Oldit has a Vantis for you, Dusty.
I got one.
Okay. Want to see those precast, boys. Big damage. Hey, on the bright side, our item level might not be as high as I'd like it, but this guild did get a lot of weapons. People got some big boy weapons.
Good to go?
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Hang on. That worked. Never mind. Alright, ladies and gentlefish. She is not a gentlefish.
The fuck is that noise?
Melee, watch where the corals are positioned towards the boss. There's waves. Upsurge in 5.
Delaying this one?
Mm-hmm. You can hit a second. Wait, get mayhap stopped. Okay. Watch where these are positioned, guys. Get those brownies in front of the boss.
Stack on tile.
Turtle.
Bull, you went to the wrong spot.
Hey, turtle.
Hey, turtle. Waves
Break 'em
close
up,
to the
up.
boss.
Watch out, guys.
You might have to kite the
You
boss.
guys have to watch those.
You might have to kite. Meet calm shout.
Good job.
We need way better damage.
VEs. Blow them up. Get your beams right. We gotta break these. Get those lined up. Ready to soak when they break. Soak.
Tells. Adjust.
Those brownies in front. Getting beams one more time. Here they come. Get them done. Break these coral. Soak. Soak, soak, soak. 2 right there. Good. Good job. It was a pretty good push for having a couple people dead. Really need more than that for sure, but we also don't have hero. Or we didn't use hero rather. Watch those. Watch that one right by the boss. Somebody has this. Okay. Dodge. Get those in front.
No, you're going way too far away. Oh, you bubbled. Okay,
bubbled.
sorry. Didn't see that.
Get the brownies, guys. Dodge. Alright, let's go ahead and wipe. Pretty good first pull, guys. Pretty good first pull.
Don't release.
Yeah, don't release, please. We'll be self-stoning the healer every pull. Right, Hachi?
That second set that spawned on the first one, I'm not soaking that one, right?
In P2 you're not soaking.
No, because none will spawn in P2. I'm saying that second set that comes out, I shouldn't be soaking in P1.
Oh yeah, because we just cut the boss away from it, push into P2, and then let him hit the boss.
Yeah, and then people like range need to be like very aware. Those bubble hitboxes are huge. You guys are taking extra damage for no reason.
Yeah, and another thing to pay attention to, whoever's actively tanking the boss at that time, like, you can't just let the boss sit there and eat every single bubble. It'll just kill the raid. So you'll have to like let one hit, check the raid health, maybe kite the boss, let another hit. Now when the big one blows up, Illum, that's gonna have to be mitigation. Like, you're gonna have to devo when that one huge one just slams the boss, because that's gonna be 3 explosions at one time. I recommend personals there as well.
We're letting those through while the shield is down.
Yes, when the shield is down.
When the shield is down.
I don't think we should be immuning Briny Bubble, right? I think we should save those for later.
No.
If you get it early, if like somebody gets it early on, they should use it early on, just so they could use it later on. And
the more
on it.
Yeah, the more brownies we get rid of, the less people we got to break out, the more healers and damage we have active on the boss.
It just makes sense to use it.
Mm-hmm. You
get a res.
So I was using World Vein for that fight. Not many other people are, but I was able to stand near mine. And I got rank 3, so I'm proccing a lot of them. If we get more people using World Vein, I think we'll get a lot of use out of it.
I have rank 3 as well, and it's pretty much like up 90% of the time. So it's
I was doing multiple stacks, just by myself. I don't think I was near you, Tess.
Hey Reddit, we need to change the markers up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's random, but the triangle was put on the tank. And ideally the tank won't be moving to the coral.
Yeah, well, the tank won't be moving, but I mean, I get, yeah, but the other person can do it if there's only you on that side, right?
So,
like, if you're in the front of the boss, right, and then, I mean, I'll try and pay attention to it, but those are the colors you told me to use, but I don't know what the other colors are.
Use star, X, and square.
Star.
I don't know if it's just random. Like
It is random.
Tank gets. Well, it did do it in pairs. Like star and triangle will always be paired, and X and circle will be paired. Small and diamond. I just don't know whether the tank's always going to get triangle.
I mean, I'll try and watch out for that.
Just use star. Use star, X, and square. So if you get targeted and your star, X, or square, you gotta go to the respective coral ASAP.
Pretty good first ball.
Yo,
I hate that.
Got other guilds cheering us on, dude. Let's kill this shit.
Who?
Friends guilds. League of Friends and TFB.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch yourself in between corals, guys. Dodge this. Rippling spawning now. Next up, Surge in 7. Watch the big one. Range move out of that. Move.
Pause.
New corals. Watch it. These out. These binding bubbles.
Could me on this one?
These bubbles are dying way too slow.
You're real slow.
Blow her up. These beams right.
Help us out. Soak on mage.
Oh, soak.
Yeah,
Soak,
one more.
soak,
Can you
soak.
get boss with the source?
No, they weren't crossed.
Just break us out.
Get these bubbles out, guys, quick.
Mayhaps you can ice pocket.
Get those corals broke. Get them broke. Get them broke. Make sure we soak everything this time, guys. Make sure we soak. Wind rushes, maybe, if we got it.
In the back, two in the back, two in the back.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job. Good job. Clean room. Keep it up, guys. Keep right it up. He needs lots of spot healing.
You guys
Next
even move the
wave.
boss away from this coral? Good
Yeah.
job.
Next wave set. Disperse. It's your V. Watch it on boss. Watch it on boss. Watch it on boss.
Knocked up so good.
It's wipe. Just die.
Good darkness though.
Just die. Stand in the coral.
Get bubble to just all damage.
Everybody switches to the bubbles, everybody can damage the boss faster.
It takes forever to die in that coral.
If it's possible to move the boss on top of the bubbles, then it'd be a little bit easier for.
Well, the idea is, and the boss is relatively close, but the idea is the brownies go in front of the boss, they go off, we move the boss on top of them and kill them. But at the same time, the tanks are trying to keep the patches clean around the room. So they don't want to overuse space if they don't have to.
I didn't get the res.
Can I AMS stacks? No. Can I AMS to reduce the damage I take? Yes.
I mean, at some point you're just supposed to die and I have to res you.
Yeah, I know. Also, after that first soak, when the second bubbles come out, you guys need to kite the boss.
I'm also reawakening. I specifically went that for you, Reddit, so you'll pop up with 103k shield if you have to soak immediately after I get you up.
Okay. What else was I gonna say? Ideally, 70% to like 65.
We were at 72.
It was close, yes. You just need to pump a little bit harder.
You also have to keep in mind execute and hero. We're probably going to do more health outside of the first P1 or P2.
Oh yeah, 100%.
First P2, we don't have cooldowns. We're not second potting. We're not heroing. It's not execute. So
And my trinket will proc.
So the first one's going to be, yeah, the first one's going to be not as much as the other two. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, 70%, like Mayhaps is saying, is pretty ideal. Let's go ahead and go. Ready?
I think we can kill this tonight.
Just have to see what we can do.
Five, four, three, two,
First set of waves here. Next upsurgence 6. Let's make sure you're trying to save a little bit of resources to move. New set of corals here.
And then on the set crawls, you guys kite the boss when they're released.
Get those brownies over there. Get ready to swap to them. Swap.
I think you guys kite this set.
Good swap.
Alright.
Kite it, cut it. Kite those bubbles.
Friendly. Can't let that
Kite,
hit.
kite.
Yeah, nice.
Good, we're good, we're good.
This is when watch out for the bubbles, guys.
Devo. Good, good.
Let's Shrankar.
Can you get up? Shrankar. Top him off.
Maybe be in melee there so he can get darkness.
Or even barrier. Get these Azurites done, guys.
Meet, no.
Don't be in between those beams. Soak, 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 soak. Oh my gosh, we need those in the back bad. Like, that's way too many in the back. We have to get them on this next set. We're gonna have to get these brownies out quick too. Oh, that knock-up's bad.
Nah, I couldn't do anything, but...
Get them out, quick. Next set at Arcane in 4. Get these brownies out. Get them broke, guys, get them broke. Speed.
Blue hit 2.
Soak.
We need those world markers. We missed one. We missed 2 actually.
Missed 3.
Hit. Way too hard trying to set world mark. I'm trying to keep myself up.
Huge wave sets here. This is just gonna be a wipe. Just let all these hit, or just hit all these and die. Just hit all these and die. Oh, that was a mistake. We shouldn't be releasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be either hero or wherever you're gonna do the most damage. Like, if you're gonna do more damage with pot and execute, and that's not when hero is, then
Can we get a repair bot?
yeah. Oh shit, I have to pull some out actually.
So the pod is up to our own discretion whenever we do the most damage.
Pretty much. Let's make sure we have a healer soul stoned every time so we can save time, please.
Yeah, no one so soon.
Alright, here's repair. Did we res meat?
Yep.
Buff him, get food. Repairs up as well, meat.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. Okay, let's go. Dodge. Waves in 2. Really? Briny in 9. Get him over there. Full turtle ears.
This is where you cut the ball.
Yep. Make sure we break these corals this time.
That's super loud. The gateway was the one in front.
Gotta get these guys. Come on, there's 4 of these up.
I don't want to soak infection.
Wipe it.
McAdams,
Don't suck
change
it.
your stream title, bud. You're not heroic streaming.
Anybody else getting Vectus PTSD?
Who is Vectus?
That blood boss back on Woodier.
Yeah, AIDS, man.
This doesn't remind me of Vectus at all.
The
He
fucking
means the
phone ring.
soaking mechanic.
Oh, the.
Oh, I thought that was somebody in fucking Discord.
I thought
Yeah,
it was.
it was.
Wait, does anyone want to do markers? If not, I'll do it.
Sorry, what is it?
That we need markers, so we're not also.
I can't. I literally can't like do that and be able to self heal a lot. I'm like losing a lot of my self healing. I'm losing purgatory like way too early. Like I don't know why my purgatory proc like 2 pulls in a row during that phase. But like if I can't heal myself off the button and healers aren't focusing me, then I'm not gonna sit there and mark and lose purgatory.
Is the off tank too busy to do it? Off tank doesn't have shit to do, right? With DPS. Like, we don't need healers doing it because we're only running 3. We don't need DPS doing it because they need to actually be worried about pretty much nothing but damage for once. So, needs to be one of the tanks.
I mean, the problem with that is it's going to be different who's the off tank at that point.
Well, then both of you can just put markers on your bars.
Yeah, somebody asked for fucking shield week or.
And again, what I'm saying, Taz, there's multiple to be soaked back there, and the only people who are doing it are the people back there and the mages, and there's only 3 of us. When there's example 7, there's one that doesn't get soaked because all of you guys are butt fucking the boss, which for no reason.
We have to soak, guys. We're just gonna end up with more gross, therefore more rippling waves, therefore we die. Yes, we were supposed to blow up the boss, but if we don't soak those, we just die, and then we don't kill the boss anyways.
Also, that second week where I posted shows you what marker you get if you. It literally makes it easy, so you know what other and it tells you the person's name you're linked with. That week where it should be mandatory, because those beams will kill people if you're not placing them.
Yeah, they definitely will. Tells in the McAdams when you're off taking, is it possible for one of you to do it?
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Okay.
We're gonna mark star, X, and square. So those are the people that have to move in the pairs. There's 6 people that get marked, but it's star, X, and square that are gonna go to the coral. The teammate is just gonna get in the area of and make sure you don't hit anyone.
Dusty.
I need Mr. X on pull.
Alright, let's do it. Upsurge. Rippling spawning now.
Don't stay in front of the coral either, right?
Next move in 6. Or actually, right now. Ronnie's an 8. Get him out. That's where we should kite. Oh, you soaked that set?
I blinked into it.
That shouldn't be hitting the boss right now. Ooh.
This is a really shitty spawn. I'm just guessing that too.
I have 4 people with waterlogged right now.
I have 1 marker up.
5, 6 actually, holy shit. Comes the Azurite right after, guys. Get them lined up. Don't be in between if you're not marked. Soak, 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 guys. 1 coral left to break. Those brownies in front. Ready to break them out. Next arcing in 8. Keep the waterlogged targets topped off. Break that last one. Somebody get out there and break that last one. Range, get out here and get ready to soak. Alright, here we go. Keep it together. It was a good first P1 and P2. Other than the bubble mess, but a gross right by the boss. You're gonna have to watch that. Dodge. Waves in 3. First, you're gonna VE these waves.
Paints up Reddit, please.
So those waves come in. Lots of gross by the boss. Dodge. Ready to swap to these bubbles. Blow up those brownies, guys. Blow up the brownies. Dodge. But it's not up to soak. Doesn't wipe it. Just soak these and die. Do we not have a healer soul stunned?
Did Jack get it alone?
Is there supposed to be 6 corals up at a time? I thought it was 3.
It ramps during the phases. Just...
Right. Well, we're getting 6 in the first P1, which is supposed to happen. We're just gonna get more gross in each phase of P1 because the shield's gonna be larger, which means we had. And the thing is though, is in P2 and the second P2, we only have to clear those 2 times. After that, it's pretty much just kill the boss.
I'm looking at her cast, and she casted Coral Growth twice, and that spawns a set of 3.
Yes.
Once on pull, then again after the first Carapace. So, did we get 6 because when we broke them, they weren't soaked, and it spawned more?
I don't think so. Not like before it was a wipe, because whenever we broke in P2, we had 1 left in the back.
We missed one, so
Yeah.
You missed a soak? Okay.
Yeah,
it was
only
just
1.
one.
You can't miss any.
Need a second. Can the healers hear my voice, just out of curiosity?
Yes.
Okay, because I asked for pain stop first, and then I got life again first, and I got pain stop second.
Yeah, I don't remember why I couldn't hear it, but I'm pretty sure somebody said something when you said.
Okay. I have to turn you up, please. Okay. Is pain stop just a bigger DR there for me when I don't have anything to mitigate?
Yeah.
Ready? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, let's go. Upsurge. Wave spawning in 1. Dodge. Bronny's in 10. See, she just spawned another set of corals right there, Tal.
Yeah, it is a bad spawn. I tried to move her around it.
I got knocked up. Watch this. Okay. Kill the brownies.
You have to cut these. Nobody hit any of these brownies.
Dodge, dodge. Ready for upsurge and then arcing right after. Pay attention to your marks. Get them lined up. Soak, 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 soak. Good. Next ones that need to be broke are way in the back. We're gonna have to go ham on this one. Love.
Put a gateway down.
Yeah, definitely put a gate to the back. Thank you. If you get arcing on you in 3 seconds, you need to go to the back. Oh, mayhaps, can I do it? Can I do the 2? Can I do the 2? I'm doing the 2. Soak, 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 soak. Good. Good job. Very good job. Do that one more time and then kill the boss.
Kite her away from this car.
She's gonna get caught into another one. Not really a whole lot he can do right now. Kind of midway it, I guess.
Yeah, make it easy.
Just rippling. Disperse V. Meet calm shot. She's really close in here. Watch upsurge. Swap to Brownies here.
I'm moving here after we kill the brownies.
Yeah. We don't have anybody soak right now. Just kite. Dodge. Dodge. Just waves again, one right by the boss. I'm gonna get it. Okay. Ronnie's in front, dodge. Guys have debuff, you're gonna need to personal. See what we can do here. Move boss, move boss. No, never mind. Swipe. Sorry. Don't release. Right, did the res not reach you?
It did. I was looking at the vlog.
Really good first P1 and P2. We're doing the brownies good. And we did really good on soaking and getting the corals broke there. Just need to make sure we're keeping Reddit up. And
something I'm also noticing from logs is that after... So I soaked the first full set by myself. The second set, it looks like a lot of guilds are having the tank grab the big, and they're having a 3 grab, or 2 melee grab the close ones, the small close ones.
so have Meat grab the small close one, and then have like Dusty grab the other one.
Yeah, people who can heal real well with the debuff.
Well, Meat should be able to heal himself.
Yeah.
Okay, so Meat, you're grabbing one small one. Dusty, you're grabbing another. And the best case scenario when it comes to that is know what set you're not soaking. So Reddit, whenever Reddit's calling to kite, that's when you're not soaking Meat and Dusty. And if you don't think you can take another dot, then call for Mulkey or Adam to soak. Alright, so let's try that. And you just worry about the big one.
The first set I'm doing all by myself though, so don't even worry about that one.
Yeah.
So, I just watched the method video apart real quick. So, yeah, we're gonna get multiple coral at a time, but we're gonna mark the ones, like we want to break the ones that we're moving towards, so that way, like, we always have a clear path with the boss. We'll leave the ones alive that are like further away on the opposite side of the room. It's also been more beneficial to do that because then Reddit has more time to get to the.
Rather than doing the ones further on the other side of the room, what if we do the ones that are more towards behind where we just... That way we will eventually be getting further and further away from them.
Like we're gonna be moving the boss clockwise, so if there's any in the direction we're moving, those are the ones we're gonna break.
Right. No, I mean leave up the ones that are behind. You said further away, yeah.
Yeah, it should be luck when they spawn, like right next to the boss.
Dodge. Range swap being in between those. Dodge. New coral spawns.
I'm putting a gateway to the far.
Nice.
What?
You guys need to pay attention.
Mage and Hachi have the debuff for some reason, and they shouldn't. Wipe it, quick. Don't waste time. Die. Don't release. Range, please watch those bubbles. Nice little bubbly looking bubbles behind you, you know what I'm saying? Ain't trying to drown.
Just don't stay in front of coral.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point. They should already know that. Let's go. See that coral range? Don't be in between it. First set of waves here. Move. Bronny's in 3. Go, go. We only have 1. We gotta break. Test and Major immuning them. Get Tal out.
This is really.
Ready for upsurge here.
Just keep hiding.
Yep. Dodge the orbs range. Don't run into them.
That's the side we should not be soaking at all. And we let everything hit the.
Yep. Personal here. Good. Get ready to clean up these corals. Griplet, griplet, griplet. Oh, come on. Thank you. Break them, guys. Break them. Get ready to soak. Soak, soak, soak. One more in the back we gotta do. Get ready to swap to these brownies. Get ready to hard swap. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Break him out, break him out. Let's go. Last one to break in the back here. Just call it if you can go. Bull go. Everybody else stay. Bull go and break. Everybody else stay. Watch the beams. Soak. Soak that.
Break.
Are you serious?
At a different one.
Okay, we have 2 up. On the opposite side of the boss. Should be fine. Upsurge.
Me and Dusty smoked the 2 small ones coming off this one. What's happening now?
Upsurge in 6 range, be ready. Watch the orbs behind us range. Watch the orbs behind us, we're not soaking. Let's get double
And in
V's
the big
rolling.
one once here.
Meet, calm shout.
And this last small one's gonna be yours, man.
I already got one.
I got it. Okay, never mind.
Keep running up. We got a kite here. Just gonna have to soak that one in front of the boss and then move.
Yeah, we have to taunt off me. I fucking. Don't way up.
Just out of curiosity, when is deval on this? 6?
Yeah, we have Devo on 6.
Maybe we don't have a stack for in barrier. We should be stacking using barrier on the ones that we just let hit the boss.
Just all group up.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones are those, though?
It's the 3rd set, right, Reddit?
No, second set is the one that's gonna hit the boss on pole. So I'm gonna full soak the first. The second set is the one we're kiting. And then that's when shield will break, and that's when we let the 2 small ones and the big one hit the boss, and that's when we should be stacked barrier and personal every single time for that set. Like the one that comes out right before the shield's broken.
Hmm.
I need to summon a release by accident.
Okay,
So
you got a
the coral you want me to suck at the very end? Like, I made it there. I just don't know if my guy was in the right position.
What?
The coral that you wanted me to break in the back?
Yeah, what about?
I just don't know if my guy was in the right position, but I knew I made it behind that.
Did you see the person you were connected to?
No. That was too far away.
It was me, I stood still, so it would make it easier for him.
Is it the anchor mark that the shit fucking comes?
I'm resetting the boss.
Wait, my food buff.
Like there's two separate marks that the boss puts out, right? Like whenever we
Yeah.
have to go break the. Okay, is it the anchor?
No,
That-
all those.
I think it looks like an anchor, yeah. They're all
Right, there's
different
a red
colors.
buff and a yellow buff.
Yeah, yeah.
The yellow buff is the anchor. Is the
No,
anchor
they-
the one where the shit comes from? Is that where we start drawing the line from? Is what I'm asking.
It is a line from you to the other person. It's literally like
From the anchor to the other ones, or what?
From the anchor
From one of the other ones to the anchor to the other one. Okay.
Matching symbol.
It's matching symbols.
Okay, I've only seen three symbols. That's why I'm asking.
There's three symbols, two of
Well,
you.
there's three. Yeah, it's
like Odin.
Three sets of two, 6 people total.
The
It's
beams are like
monkey in the middle. Put the coral in between the two people that are linked with the same anchor beam.
it's like
I've coincidentally only got an anchor then.
the beams are like Archimon beams. You don't want to be in the beam, or you literally just or in the line with the person's.
So we gotta make sure we're clearing this room on those beams every time and soaking. Like, the room being clean shouldn't be an issue. Like, get past the little bit of mechanics in the fight, and we can just worry about making sure we're getting soaks done correctly, and then meet the DPS and heal check.
Out of curiosity, on pull, can we just go from the furthest away from where the curls respawn?
Yeah. Because it's
Because-
random where they are, so
Yeah.
we'll go to the opposite side. Yep.
Yeah, okay, I was just gonna make sure that was gonna happen, because that's...
Prepared for the movement. I agree.
If I was playing a prop paladin, it wouldn't be an issue. I wouldn't speak for all day, but...
Whenever Mick Adams is ready.
I'm good.
Alright, let's
We
go.
can give you speed, remember?
I know, I also have speed increase pots.
Nice.
Came prepared.
Is that
belt proc.
Is that worth over stam proc?
It is for him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
You guys need a misdirect towel. I'm trying to set markers at the start of the beginning of the boss.
Range, don't be in between these corals. Get ready for upsurge.
Say what?
Disperse V.
And then this set, we're gonna kite. Nobody soak this next set.
Watch the upsurge. Get ready, swap.
Burn
Swap. Dodge.
And let these bubbles hit the bottom.
Dodge. Meet, calm shout,
Calm shout.
reckon V.
One more big one coming in.
Good. I'll just do the beams right and clear up the room. Soak, soak, soak. We got 4 left to break. Some are way far back. Can you get a gateway down for that?
Yeah.
Get ready to swap to these brownies. We're gonna need a speed boost on these next Arcans in 6. We need to make sure they get broke and split on each side of the room.
Gosh.
Soak, soak,
I
soak,
see.
soak. We missed 2.
Sorry, Talzin.
Oh, good, bud.
We got the soaks, but we missed 2 of the original. Ooh.
Well, we can get all three with one.
Dodge.
All three of those, at least.
I mean, we gotta make it past this point first. We got a 42 mil shield to break.
Hey, got it, please.
Disperse fee. Give meat fort. Dodge. Get ready to swap these. Swap. This is gonna be a mess, Devo.
So running this.
Yeah. Just die. Just die. Just die. Die, 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 die. We have protection, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how I got hit twice there.
Make sure you guys get Reckon's nice little don't release weak aura. So you're reminded not to release. Should pretty much be a standard thing to always have a soulstone or a B-res.
Did everybody grab the weak aura that I linked? With tells you who you're linked to.
Bigwigs already tells me, so.
Does it?
Yeah.
I mean, does it also give you the
I got
marker
some.
too?
How did I get Big Wigs to do that?
This weak aura is nice, anyway. Just like was that on that last pull there, we could have broke. Like the back two over here, like, like people just need to, like, pay attention. Let's say the tank's linked to somebody. So say like Moki and I are linked, and like, you know, ranged and melee are linked. Like the ranged and melee could come over here and break this one because the melee just needs to stand proper for it, and then the other two people linked can break the solo one. And the tank doesn't have to move, and the other person linked with the tank doesn't have to move, so that's like extra damage being avoided there by the beams. So people just need to really pay attention to stuff like that, and that will like cut down on a lot of these wipes and stuff. Because having that extra coral is just literally gonna wipe every time.
Mm-hmm.
We just have everybody going for the same one, it seems like.
Well, okay, then people just need to be vocal, like, you know, like, let's say freaking Meat and Mayhaps are linked, and they call, hey, we're Meat Mayhaps gain double. Everybody knows not to go to the two that are in line to each other, you know?
It's too much to communicate at all. Like,
But
the strategy is to mark them with the world marker.
Watching Limit stream, though, Max literally called out who was breaking what double. So it's not too much to communicate, like... What else is being said during that phase?
I mean, we can try it if you want to put the personal responsibility on every single raider.
I mean, it's pretty easy to because they're color. The world markers are color coded. If you get the yellow beacon, the yellow people are supposed to break that one. Same thing with red and blue.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Meat died there because of the Arcane Azurite, because people weren't in line with the problem.
Like, you could also just use...
should have looked.
You could just use your brain and, like, sometimes not even need the world marker. Mayhaps and I were linked, and I went sideways from him, which was nowhere near my world marker, and we broke 3.
Now that's something I want to ask about. Because every time you break one, 2 puddles spawn. If we break too many, then we get overburdened.
No, we don't. We literally have 5, 10, 13 people out that can soak.
Not everyone runs for them.
Well, everybody needs to run for them. So, like, Sylph and Loom, if you guys are in melee doing stuff, that's great, but you need to come help soak whenever we're breaking corals. We need as many people out there, especially Sylph, you have the mobility. Get out there and help soak. Can't afford to have coral spawning. We'll be okay without the extra little bit of damage for a little bit.
So we're doing, are we doing free-for-all now on Coral Gross?
I would still do markers because some people are still using the markers. The people with ginormous brains can break extra.
Mathematical equations.
I mean, like, we missed Coral's last pull with the marker, so...
Alright, just you and your partner figure it out.
Charge, the disengage multi has helped me a ton with briny bubbles, upsurges, and the coral gross. It's helping me for 3 different things on a short cooldown.
3, 2, 1.
Don't be in between.
Tiger's less.
Hey, corals. Ready, swap to brinies. Swap.
This is where we kite.
Yep. Stack in for barrier. Stack in for barrier. Stack in for barrier. Stack in for barrier.
What does hit the boss?
Good. Good. Get back outranged.
Break the coral coming up. Go.
Coral, get you.
Soak, 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 soak. Good, good. We got one way in the back. Let's gateway that one.
It just double.
Briny.
We'll get away. We'll get away. Swap. Arc incoming now. Mayhaps get far. Mayhaps get way in the back.
Monkey got it. Monkey got it.
Okay. Okay. Everybody else just dodges those beams. Don't be in line.
Yeah. I've seen me eating both the small ones from this one.
Now.
I have one already.
She has two. She has 2 gross up right now. Okay, that's actually good. Dodge.
Okay. So you get the small one close.
First V. Reckon your next V. Yeah, I think it's actually a pretty good idea to keep her here if we can, because she's just going to keep spawning the corals next to each other and they're easier to break. We'll swap to brinies. Everybody on brinies. Calm shout. Calm shout. Personal. 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 Probably one of wings and catch up here. Never mind. Kite. Kite. We're gonna have to swap these brownies quick. Blow them up, blow them up, blow them up. Watch the bubbles. That's why.
I think that's just an issue of us not phasing fast enough because we're not having an opportunity to break the coral. So there's too many orbs spawning. Like that's where DPS is falling.
Are people using execution trinkets right now, like the ink pot and stuff?
Don't release.
There was a little tiny bubble that looked like it hit her from the back.
Oh, it was after I died. Actually, no, that was the last one I soaked before I died.
You were still up when this one hit.
Are you second to last set or last?
It was part of the big one, I think, or it might have just snuck in behind the big one.
As the last line of defense, if the shield's up and the melee sees that, just take it for the team.
Yeah, Adam and Mulkey can be backup. They can soak one every now and then, it'll be fine.
Yeah, just let us know which ones you want us to soak.
I mean, it's situational. It's going to be hard to say, hey, soak this, because it'll be like likely already about to hit the.
Ready to just call for help if you see
I will.
happening. Okay.
Yeah, so need to double check and see how much she gained from orbs hitting her, because that's not a DPS check, that's soaking orbs. I think we may be a little bit behind on DPS, but I don't think we're not killing the boss behind on DPS.
Couple hit her while she still had shield up, yeah.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah. So.
It's about 4%, judging from other kills that you guys are behind.
Yeah, I was about to say 3, but yeah, 3 or 4%, but I think we have more execute than some of those.
The goal should be about 70%. I think most people who kill it first are around 66, but at least 70%.
Yeah. I think we have more in-game damage.
I've seen 74 and 73 a couple times.
I mean, we're consistently hitting 72. If we could somehow push that to 70, like as of just progressing on like this beginning part of the fight.
That's gonna take some trait swapping and all that, and we shouldn't do that.
I mean, you have a couple Shadow Priests in there, you have Hunters and shit, you know what I mean? Like, they all
Like triple Fire Mage, all
execute, Scorch Spam, all that bullshit.
I'm got at least one gut ripper right now.
Mages are running 5-starter, so
2 of them are, one of them's running execute.
No, I told them to switch so we could burn it faster, so we could get to 7.
I love you, Mayhaps.
Because the idea is we just use Firestarter for the whole first thing, because we're getting 100% crit on everything. And then when she goes into her phase after 90%, we pop everything. Which should burn her more than if we were playing the other way. If we're playing the other way, then we're combusting the shield.
Make sure we're pre-potting.
Yeah, this is where we need to be pre-potting and everything.
We need to be using everything. That's the whole point.
We just try a rune pull just to see what it's like.
Yeah, like let's do a rune pull and everything. We need to see what we can get her with everything up.
I mean, people haven't been using rune?
There's
not on the first pulls of the fight. Hell no, it's a waste of my money. I ain't got a mill.
Did you Vantis already or no?
Yeah, we already advanced this, yeah.
I was gonna say, I was about to send y'all some.
Alright, let's get started. Everything we got, see how far we can push her.
And guys, please remember, that second set that spawns in the beginning here, nobody soak them. Like, let those go to the boss.
Just direct tell.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tigers left me.
Upsurge range, get ready. Brinies, mage block. Kill the brinies, kill the brinies. Should be cutting this, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Disperse and reckon V.
Okay.
We should have stacked for barrier there. It's fine.
Pump it, boys.
Make sure we clear. Big damage, guys.
Play smart and pump.
Play smart and pump. Play smart and pump.
Coral clear coming up. Now.
The doubles.
I'll move back. I'll move back. I'll move back. There's a double here. Soak. Soaks.
We're missing.
I need help soaking one. Oh, we got a spawn.
Where was I? Didn't see it.
It's way in the back. We got all the ones we need to soak in the back. We're gonna need people really working for this. Go, go, go. Oh, it's a lot of melee. Range, get ready to help soak. Good catch. Okay, we have one up. Not the worst thing in the world. Let's keep going.
Can I get a mage buff real quick?
Upsurge.
Me get this first one.
Stacking melee here. Stacking melee here. Get in. Let's just soak all these. Let's barrier here. Barrier. Calm shout. Good. Spread back out. Brownie's coming soon. Mage and Love, you guys should block those. Get the brownies out. Dodge waves, dodge waves. Can we soak hard again in Devo here? Personals, VEs here? We lost two healers.
That was my bad. I got clipped by upsurge and landed on the big ball. Sorry.
If you're gonna
Stand and shouldn't die. Stand and shouldn't die.
If you're gonna sack me, not, I think you're gonna have to bubble anytime now. Like at that point, no matter what, just because that's a lot of damage.
Don't release. Unless we don't have this all stone.
We have this also, unless they used it.
Oh, I'm already running back, so just stay dead. And that's up for good.
Probably just want to master res a little closer in case it doesn't reach somebody.
If we kill Lady Ashvane, like within this lockout, Meat has to change his name to Meat Fart. So just find another server name that.
Meaty fart.
Meat Farts.
Meat farts are the worst.
You got some great names saved up.
Hey, Lit.
Yeah, what's up?
Would it make sense to do something like, if you get targeted and you break the coral, you soak it as well? Because I see some people break it and they just run off and hope someone else soaks it.
Is it melee? Sounds like something melee do.
Easy, bot.
If you break it, you bought it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm thinking as a rule, yeah. Because if we break it just to spawn it again, it's not helping us.
You just need one other person to soak it in addition to the broken.
Did you send me something in Discord, Nod?
No, I was just talking about it in Mumble.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, as long as they know what's going on. Do you have a designated barrier stack or no? I think the barrier stack needs to just be the ones that all collapse on the boss.
Yeah, it makes the most
I
sense.
wouldn't do first because first is staggered.
first. The barrier stack is going to be on the second one.
Yeah, barrier stack needs to be on the one where it just collapses on the boss. Alright.
I'm ramping the first one because it's easier for me to do it because I don't have to move them.
You want innervate there?
No, I'll call for it on the second one. Like my
Okay.
second.
3, 2, 1.
Wave spawning. Dodge.
You guys need to pump into towels really hard.
Alright, swap, kill it. We're gonna have to move the boss. We're gonna have to move boss.
Or did she cast before? I think she comes out.
It's fine. Okay, we should be stacking here. We're about to break the shield. Stack up. Barrier.
Let these hit the boss.
Let those hit the boss.
Upsurge soon. Get ready to move. Let's spread out here. Arcing coming up.
Break him.
Wave's going far back.
Don't be in line with the beams. Soak. Good. We have one left to break. That's awesome. Disperse VE. Dodge.
Yeah, bubbling.
Okay. Reckon VE. Swap to these bubbles. Next arcing coming now. Hachi, go back. Everybody else stay. Hachi, go back. Everybody else stay. Good. Soak that. Good. Keep going, guys. Play smart and pump. Ooh, look at that. That's perfect. I'm spawning like that. If we can actually wait for her... Never mind. It doesn't matter. I want her next set to spawn close to that for easy breaks instead of halfway across the fucking room. Here's waves here. Disperse, you're going to VE this.
Popped it way too early. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. They're breaking now. Keep right it up. Next brownie's coming in 3. Get ready. Got it. Get the brownies in front, guys. Swap to them. Swap to these brownies. Kill them. Next wave spawn now. Let's personal these. Personals if you got it. Watch, we still got the big one here. Let him recover.
I'm gonna die this one. VR.
Yeah, I got you. We devoing this one. Ronnie's in front. Darkness. These are just gonna hit the boss. Die.
That was with Diva too. Ouch.
I mean, I soaked it all because it was about to hit the boss.
It's that same spot every time.
When are you using Meat's Cry?
Use the first.
You think you need it for the first one?
You didn't use it on the first one, you use it on the second one. with barrier during
yeah.
all the ones hitting the boss.
Damn. So, like, right after the wipe, basically she becomes vulnerable right after that, right? If you guys could just make it.
It's like another 15 mil on the shield. It needs to be. It's like another rippling wave soak, and then we'll get the shield down. Yeah.
That's an intense fucking. That's an intense fight, dude. It is.
I'll get a break. Shrankar and McAdams, if you guys are around.
We can try having all the mages switch to the non-fire starter, because then our combust is pretty much always on the shield. See if that helps.
I posted a link in G-Chat that compares our first minute of the last pull against a guild that's comparable. They had an 8-minute and 17-second kill, which is probably about the max before you hit the enrage or before shield.
And what channel?
So you can see our raid DPS compared to theirs.
And which channel?
G-Chat.
Yeah, you're a little behind me.
Hey, that's who I learned from. Shit.
Do you watch that guy, Meet?
Yeah, I have for probably 4 years now.
Cool.
That's the one the shield is up or down.
That's
You see that line in the middle? It's the DPS
Oh, hold
up
on.
to that line,
I
right?
didn't save my timestamp. 1 second. Let me post a new link. I don't know why the timestamp didn't preserve.
So there are 2 lines on the screen. That's total DPS. We're the blue one, they're the purple.
There's the first minute and a half, which is basically the time to the shield break, first shield break. We're like 50k behind.
Time to the first shield break or including the damage after the shield?
Just to the break.
Okay.
So I think we need Reddit. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
We need you to stick the boss more.
Yeah, so me rewatching Limits Kill. So the first soak, I'm only getting the big bubble. Second soak, nobody's hitting any of the bubble. The third soak, I am also only getting the big bubble. The fourth soak, I'm hitting all the bubbles, and that's where I should ideally be dying, is when we break this shield on the third.
Are you able to take the bubbles closer to the boss, so you have less movement to do and you have more uptime?
Not on the big bubble. Depending on where it spawns.
It always
Yes.
spawns furthest away.
I meant. Let me rephrase. Depending on how many times I can hit it in 3 seconds. Because I've been trying to hit the bubble and like I'll hit it, then I'll walk back into it, and then it won't let me hit it for like another second. And also, it looks like Dusty should be using meta on pull as well.
Yeah, I was gonna try that.
It also looks like in Method's kill video, they have their monk tank also soak a little bit during the beginning as well.
Yeah, 2 stacks.
Yeah, you had 2 stacks in the beginning, so.
Which is the 2 small ones, yeah.
But they also had DPS with a couple stacks as well.
Yeah, that way it's more manageable.
Shadow priests are good to grab them with the self heals.
And warlocks.
Yep. I think it's key to keep you as close as possible to the boss to maximize uptime, but also to allow you to dash strike more, so you have more self healing.
What are you messaging me about, Tal?
Nothing.
We're just figuring something out, guys. Give us a minute.
Yeah, we are too, Smile.
McAdams, check Discord or chat.
Dude, I want that warlock's name, Papega Gaming. Hello. Alright. There's potions of Unbridled Fury. Oh, somebody does.
Not for you.
You know this guy named Auction House? Probably sells a bunch of them.
Yeah,
I
but
heard
you,
that too, actually.
but you're not even using them.
Alright. Let me catch up reading on everybody's shit. Okay.
Okay, if that's a 90 DPS increase, it would be 90,910 short.
For what Tal linked, are we only 50 DPS short?
Yeah, on that pull, and the pull before that was 100.
We only had 6 people with augment runes that pull, but
Alright, making a swap here. Summon Blam.
Just got my World Bane quest done, so I'm using it now.
Yeah, break 3.
Yeah, I barely got rank 3 right now.
Oh. Well, that
Yeah.
other hunter is using vision.
Blam, do you have any?
Any questions? Is that what you meant to say?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything specific I'm taking notice on the spot for, or am I just
Well,
do damage?
something we're going with a little bit is brought in another melee because one, it's a little bit more burst damage instead of a dot class. Because we're getting through some of these phases a little slower, so we're trying to change that. So melee is a strong option, and then on top of that, you have a lot of mobility to do the Arcane Azerite debuff.
We holding CDs for specific times? Or are we just doing those things different?
No, you just need to blow shit up.
Got it.
Nice dip.
Are you gonna have Vantage turn too?
Yes. Let me grab one. I'll grab another set out of the G-Mag. Oh, nice! Bags are full. Hold on just a second.
What do you want, mate? What do you want, though? You can't just give me gold.
Runes from
Here's what I called them.
last week.
Oh.
I only gave you 1,000.
I already
Didn't know how
forgot.
much they were.
Alright, let's get back to it. Make sure you guys have food and flask. Just drop the cauldron in the back behind us. Get flask. This isn't a pull back to back. There's some stuff we have to stop and figure out.
Can someone drop a mailbox, please?
Sure.
How'd you say you're ready if you need a mailbox, dude?
I fucking got it.
In the back bowl. Little no.
Oh, I see it.
Say win, bull.
I'm good.
Let's go. Next set's gonna be where we stack and barrier.
Bubbles.
Well, it's the circles ranged. Stack and barrier. Stack and barrier.
Let them hit the boss.
Got him.
Oh, unlucky.
Those broke. Don't be in between the beams. Don't take the extra damage. You can't afford it. Soak. Good. We're gonna die anyways with the healer dead and no B-res. Just die. Just die.
Get in this bubble, it does a lot of damage.
So melee, you might think about using the Azerite beam to kill the bubbles a little faster. May also increase your overall damage.
I know someone got angry before because Range were playing in melee, but I can change an Azerite essence that has to be used in melee that'll give me a little bit more damage. Would that be okay?
You'll end up putting circles in the melee so that they'll have to dodge things they're not used to dodging. I don't think it's worth.
This is when I turned off my computer.
You told me.
Recognizing Nova should be getting the first 2 small ones that spawn on the first.
What about Nova?
You and Recognize should be grabbing the first small bubbles that spawn on the first. Because you guys just have good health or sustain through it. I have to die at a certain time in the fight.
So the very first group sequence?
Yes, the very first group of bubbles that spawn from the corals. So the furthest one is away, don't be near that one, but you to be near the small one, or the closer one to the boss.
Let's go. Ready? I can soak one of the bubbles as well if you need me to. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
I mean, probably later on, but in the beginning, they just have better self-sustain.
Don't be in between range. Dodge.
Something small. Recognize your left. Somebody else get the other small one.
Range, just get it, anybody. Good. Multi, you shouldn't have to run out to do that.
Bubbles.
And then we got the boss on this. Nobody hit these orbs.
Yeah, dodge. That one, did that one just hit the boss?
No, it hit somebody.
Player.
Dodge this big one. Don't let this big
Barrier.
one hit anybody.
Barrier. Swipe it. That was messy as hell. Stacking this coral shit and die.
Who's usually the active tank when we get that second set in P1? Because we need to get that down to where we're moving the button. Everybody needs to be in front of the boss, so all the bubbles are behind it. Behind the boss, and so everybody's stacked in barrier. Like, that's what everybody should be coming in together and stacking is after those brownies go.
I think we kite a little bit more. And that way they're all in line, because right there was like a bubble coming from every side of the boss, and it was hard to avoid them and get in the barrier and them hit the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Kite a little bit, it'll put them all in a line, and then back to back while we're in the barrier. Get food, guys. That's disgusting, Mage. Probably is his brother's.
Does it feel coarse?
You guys have Hellstones, let's go.
Range soak smalls.
I got one. Here comes first.
I got the second.
I'm hitting big now. Last tick.
Good.
Bubbles.
Arnhem. And then we kite the boss here.
My targeting just fucking broke.
Everybody in.
It's barrier here. Commanding.
Good.
Let's just make sure we get these corals broken. We're fine. Your beam set up, guys.
Huge. I got this double. I got the double. I got the double. I got the double. Okay, it's fine. We get still. We still got a second break.
Yeah, that's good. Fine. Brinies. Age block yours. Swap. Next set of arc in here. Make sure we get them done.
Keep the two in melee and melee. Other people break.
So how did we miss one? How do we have 3 beams and miss, guys? Come on. There's 2 left. What a joke.
Whoever was tasked did not move out.
2 in melee should have stayed.
One of them was me and McAdams, and he moved out.
Yeah, whoever else had the red one, it was the problem.
Wave. Melee soak this close one.
Yep.
Melee. Thank you. Range soak one.
I can't soak. Somebody else soak.
Somebody else soak the other one range. Alright, we're gonna have to go big on the big.
Yeah.
Also.
You guys need to recover here a little bit.
Good.
Good. Alright.
Bubbles.
Brian.
Innervate me, please.
Next set of bubbles here.
Melee. Range.
I can't soak. Somebody else get. Good. Guys gotta watch the raid's health. Why are we soaking with 10 people?
It would have hit the boss.
Didn't then just call for a kite. We have over half the room to play with.
We're losing. Well, we're also losing a lot of room space though too at this point with all the bashes on the ground. If you watch a lot of the kill videos, they're stacking a lot of the bashes on top of each other.
Yeah, we are stacking them on top of each other, but we have to move the boss because the corals, because there's too many up.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is when we're losing too much room.
Shouldn't be losing room like that until like the very last P1 where we're ignoring Arcane Azurite and just killing the boss. The thing is with that P2 though, we only missed 1 coral.
Yeah, but it's still an extra one in the room.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's still an extra waterlog debuff. It's still an extra explosion to the raid, which we can't afford with 3 healers. So we have to make sure the coral gets broken every single time. And it's only twice in the fight we have to actually do it, right? It's the first P2 which we've had little trouble with, and then the second one, which is gonna be a little bit harder. And then once we make it past that, if everybody's alive, it's kill the boss. Which, with the execute damage we're gonna have, should be fine.
You just want me to keep going on so it's like that too, Lit?
What range melee? Yeah, that's fine. Don't try to avoid taking double stacks of the waterlog debuff if you're a melee or unless you.
Yeah, like Shadow Priest, Demon Hunters, and Urban Warrior can do it. And then I also need them either Talzin or McAdams helps too.
Guys should be able to track the waterlog debuff as well. Healers really need to know who to spot heal.
It's on the unit frames.
Upsurge.
Two range on this one.
I'll get first.
Any big one? One more time. Rhinies. Burn him.
Good beams. This is where we kite. Dodge. Just kite here. Stacking barrier, stacking barrier, stacking barrier. Calm shall meet.
Don't get hit by that guy.
We have to avoid the dot. The whole point is that it goes in the box there and we avoid the dot. So if you're taking it there, you're doing it wrong. Clear. Don't be in front of these other beams.
Tons of soak. Tons of soak. Good job.
Good.
I just have one.
Melee, try to pay attention if you're equipped with a range on that beam. Meet you went out there, it would have been fine for you to just stay in melee and let the range angle the beam, and you would have been able to do more damage to the boss.
It was a tank.
It was who?
He was with the tank.
Tank.
Well, you guys should. I got it. Everybody else, yes, I got it. Soak. I got one in the back. One's right by the boss. Be careful. It's fine. We can stay there. Just make sure we get the soak.
I don't get this close.
Oh, somebody else got it.
That's fine. I'm doing big one now.
I'll get next you call.
Stabilizing. You keep recognizing. Then last.
Good.
I don't get the close right. Range.
Stacking for the big one for darkness after this.
So somebody hit this one close in the boss right now.
Darkness and personal. Darkness. Get people topped off. Get people topped off before this big one hits. Good. Spread back out. Keep pumping, guys. Come on. We're going to have to Devo this one or we're just not going to live. Our Devo's dead, so we're dead. That was the closest we got to getting to that next P2. Guys, it's that next P2 right there. Oh, man. That next P2 is the last one we have to do.
It's getting better.
We burn the boss to like, what, 50, maybe 40 something. Do the next P1, and then... I should have released them, retarded. And then we just don't break corals after that.
I'm finding it, our raid DPS is higher when we don't move the boss so much, which makes sense. So like when we get those close coral spawns, it's nice to have like a tank or a melee assigned like that to soak it.
Yeah, and that's why I called just keep the boss there and just make sure we soak it.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
Need to definitely make sure we're doing that. Less movement, the better for all of us.
Is the idea that melee basically tried not to go out the least amount as possible?
Yes. Whenever and when you get the beams, right? So you do your best to see your color and see who you're connected to, because if it's a range, they can literally just line the beam up with you, and you just stay in melee and keep doing damage to the boss. Because like we need that damage on the boss. I don't need 2 melee running out to put one coral in between them when it could be one of them running out. Like I'll go. Like let's say it's Meat and Adam, and Meat says I'll go. He leaps out, puts a coral in between. Adam's still doing damage to the boss. Coral still gets broke.
Tanks, you're good just to go out.
Yeah, tanks can go out. They're not gonna do. They're not gonna do. Is you so.
Well, that'll help then.
Yep. General rule of thumb is melee stay in if you're connected to a range or a tank. Let them do the lining and breaking. You just kill boss.
I don't think it's. I wouldn't play a cleave spec here.
Yeah, especially since people just swap to Iris. Like this is huge single target fight. From boss damage?
Yeah, his sims are really close. He was talking about it before.
Okay.
Just keep going. It's going to do more boss damage.
For those brinies, we're able to move Ashvane on top of them and then still get the barnacle out. But she does do a spell Q about 2 seconds after. So it's awesome you guys are beaming. I think we can actually wait till the boss is positioned on the briny and then beam. It'll be better for the raid DPS.
The beam's really long. They should be able to hit both regardless.
Okay.
It's longer than like a Demon Hunter I-beam.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Upsurge. I'll get first soak. I'm already right by it. Here it comes. Oh, that's big. Never mind. I'm trolling. I'll get next. Those bindings in front of the boss.
Good. You gotta stack up well on those, come on.
We got knocked up.
Watch it.
In front of the
Stacking barrier, stacking barrier, stacking barrier. Calm shot. It's too late. He already died. Dodge. Get beams lined up. Like Blam should be staying, and whoever is linkless should be moving out. It's all ranged in a tank. Soak, soak, soak. I have 3 corals left. I have to break on this next one, and they're pretty spread.
Good stack.
Look for gateway.
Love, I'll move. Love, I'll move. Love, I'll move. Just die. We have 3 corals up. Swipe.
I can see who I was marked with when I realized it was a tank now. Whoever whistles red. At least I think you were a tank, it was just hidden behind. So fucking basically just cleave the entirety of melee. Better.
No soulstone here.
Guys have any resounding protection traits as well? They're really good here. Does he not get a res? What was boss's HP? I actually didn't even see on the first P2.
70.2.
Okay, that's good. That's right where we need to be. Now we just gotta break corals and do soaks right. I'll get first here. Those brownies in front. Watch those bubbles. About to hit the boss. About to hit the boss. Okay. We need a barrier here. Calm shout. Calm shout. Calm shout. Top off. Let's do the beams right, guys. And soak. Soaks need to be done. Dusty, stay.
Keep going, yeah, that's perfect.
Soak, soak, lots of soaks way in the back, way in the back. We need help, we need help, we need help. We got 2 more, it's fine, break them on the next beam. Get these brownies out quick here. Alright, next Arcane Azurite coming up. Get those ones in the back. Got range, scoot back and get ready to help soak. Like, come on. Can totally plan ahead of time to help with this.
No, go to the other side.
We missed one. Guys, 3 beams, 2 corals. How the fuck does that even happen?
There were 2 people in melee that had it. They didn't get out.
I mean, I thought we weren't supposed to. I thought we were supposed to be
If
the
you're
anchor.
linked to a range or a tank.
Yeah.
The weak aura tells you who you're linked to as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we both had separate icons, so I made the assumption.
Nice.
Wait, nervate me.
Here comes a bub.
It's personal, this big one, personal. Hellstones. Do you reckon? Good recovery, good recovery. Keep it going. Keep pushing, guys. One more set of rippling waves. We're gonna stack in darkness for these soaks. Get in.
Bubble, bubble.
Yeah, bubble. And upsurge, dodge. Nice. Soak, soak. Don't let that hit the boss. Don't let it hit the boss. Oh, come on. 4 mil left on that shield before the next P2.
I think we have to push before that set of briny bubbles.
Well, it was, no, not the briny bubble. Maybe the waves. Well, we had 4 sets too from Coral. One didn't hit the boss until the end.
That's the set we
Break the
kited there,
shield.
I think.
Hmm?
I think that's the set we kited there.
Yeah, we need to kite that. So if we would have kited that set right there, we would have broke shield. Only had 4 mil left, and then we could have stacked with the darkness, and we'd have been fine.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of breaking corals because we're up 4 minutes in the fight there. We should be hitting the next shield at 3:45. It's not a matter of kiting or, you know, one hitting the boss there. We missed the time.
Yeah, when exactly did they hero? What phase 2 did they hero?
They didn't go phase 2, they heroed on the shield.
They heroed on
the third P1.
On the third P1, they hero on the shield at like 30%.
Is that worth it for us?
Real
No.
quick, look at their
If we-
execute damage and
Yeah,
see
if we have
maybe ours is
if
higher.
we have more execute damage, then maybe it's better for us to hero on a different spot.
Okay, so the reason why they hero there is because I don't even think they had her at 30% or below for Fire Magic.
No, I haven't,
execute.
I haven't seen a single kill where it's below 30% on the third shield being up.
Well, I meant like
It's
method.
like 35.
Like method scale, they were like 30. They had pulls where they were 29% going into the third shield, and that's why they heroed there. I think
I think we hero somewhere else.
we have to play with it like 200%. I think we hero after second shield break, and then we just have to burn. Like we have to burn there, and then everything else that comes up when third shield starts, we burn that.
So yeah, everything or 2 minutes at least should be coming up in that second P2, yeah, or a second P1 rather.
3:40, 3:45.
Oh,
So 4 minutes should be coming up. I think we saved 3 minutes there. Right? Wait, when are we using 3 minutes actually?
On pull.
On pull? Okay, so we're using everything on pull then, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Except
so then.
combustion.
Well, yeah. So we then we hero. Everybody saves CDs 3 minutes, then we hero after we break second shield. Like easy as that. Like
We
I think that's
haven't broke the second shield yet. And
yeah,
like,
but I don't think we
know.
hero
I
on the
don't-
shield though.
I
I don't
don't
think it's
know.
worth it.
I don't know about heroing a full-on P2 because we have people running beams out and soaking in the back that can't even reach the boss.
Well, I mean,
from what I've seen, there's been a lot of 3 minutes popped on the first shield, about a minute.
About a minute?
Yeah.
After the first shield break, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait. 3 minutes popping after the first shield break?
That's what I saw as well. Yeah.
So they didn't even use, so that everybody's
2 minutes,
burning.
2 minutes, minute and a half, minutes on pull with pre-prot should be enough for the first shield. 3 minutes on first break.
That would line up 3 minutes with both the first and the second break.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Yep.
You don't even have 3 minutes.
I mean, just listening with my ears from before when the raid started.
Nobody said that.
Yeah, literally, we were talking about that.
Who?
I think we all did. We were talking about it.
Okay, so the guild that Incarnate, the other guild that we could compare to, they hero at 6:17 into the fight. That's after third shield's broken.
So they're heroing execute again. Just like Mythic.
Okay, so I think we hero on. I have to watch the replay.
Let's be real. Hero isn't the problem here. Getting to the next shield is the challenge.
But we still have to know where we need to use it.
Yeah, well, let's get there and then figure it out.
Yeah, I'd like to know so that way when we get there, we might actually push or get a kill or see later into the fight instead of, well, what do we do?
We know what we do, and like we already said at the beginning, we plan on heroing when the final shield's at about 25 to 30% health. I don't know why we're talking about changing it now when we're not even there and haven't seen it.
Because we have different execute damage. Whatever, let's pull.
Oh, man.
I'll get first if this big one's not right here. Okay, yeah, getting first now. Some range at second. Watch wave. Okay, next set's kite. Oh, yeah, of course it's gonna pop up in the middle of the fucking fight. Kite these. Cut away, cut away. Why did we pull it back over there? Leave room for these bubbles coming in. Stacking barrier.
Go to the front part of the box.
Make sure we do beams right. Upsurge first. Going all the way to the back, McAdams. With my cooldowns up. Cool. Soaks in the back. Soaks in the back. All over the place, guys. Come on. Good. Very good. One left. One left. We still have a whole nother set. It's fine. Get the brownies out. Get the brownies out. Upsurge. Only one of you needs to go out. Line it. Make sure it's lined correctly. Good. Soak that. Soak that back there. You guys can't run. Fucking run away from it afterwards. You have to soak.
70%. Adam, get this close one that's spawning on the.
Does somebody get it?
No, it's not spawning yet. Spawning in 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're spawning.
That's the big one. I'll get this
Okay,
one.
Command and shout. V, you reckon?
You want to spawn?
Good. Good recovery.
Whoever's off tanking has to soak the next 2 small ones.
We're gonna get briny, so you won't have.
Okay.
Break Bronny's
Okay.
out. Let's stack in darkness for this set. We're gonna
Yeah,
get search first.
I got
We're
it,
gonna
I
get
got
search
it.
first.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Big
darkness.
one.
Yeah.
I can
Somebody
go
get the others.
I got it. Get the hit
Top me, top me. So, smoke, soak,
Somebody
soak.
soak. Somebody soak.
Look at the last one. Perfect.
Cheap.
Top off. Top off. Keep pushing. The next set we kite. The next set we kite. Yeah.
Yes, we kite this one. We kite this one.
Get the brownies in the right spot. Dodge the corals. Cut away. Cut away. Only 6 mil. Okay.
No.
You can't kite when he's spell killing
Yeah.
like
Well, I mean that's why we
I
just
get
have
that.
to move further away ahead of time before the spell queue happens.
What's
I
that
really-
spell queue there, Tal? Because if it's like that, then we can't kite that one, and we have to
It's a
kite the one
rippling.
after.
It's a
Is it?
rippling. It's
Okay,
a
so
rippling cast and then followed by the briny.
Barney, and then Barnacle Bash.
Yep.
Okay, so we can't kite that one, so we have to do that one. That's the last. That is the last set. So set 3 is the last one we soak during that phase.
And that's the one we have Devo for too. So
Okay,
that's where we
yeah.
need Devo.
We
and
should
personal.
we should actually be pushing at that point.
Yeah.
Like we're behind there. Like, we should be breaking the shield at that point.
Okay, so then
How much are we behind though? Is it like pretty close?
4 mil on the ship.
It was like 6 mil for that bubble hit.
Was it? Okay, then
What was
should we just hear
myself though? Because I know
70%. The boss was at 70.
Yeah, because I know I didn't incarn until P2. And so I still had incarn up at the end there, but I didn't use it.
Do we just hero there then and break that shield?
We'd use
That might-
some second pots.
Yeah,
We
we can
use
use
second
that
pot?
far off there.
Okay, so we just second pot that one then?
I think that's a good idea.
With 2 minutes coming up?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, we'll do that then. I need a resin all the way in the back.
Second pot that one and then hero the last one and kill the boss.
Okay, everybody needs to be augmenting every pull.
Yeah, I mean everybody should know that.
The rough timer to break the second shield is about 350 to 355. That's what we're targeting.
Okay, that was a 425 wipe. We have her at 70% too, coming out of that first phase. We're doing good on that. That's where we want to be at every.
Sure, everybody has buffs. Do cauldron here. Make sure you guys are prepared as well.
There's extra unbridles that I could buy off of them.
The video where they got the rank 1 kill, they had like their top 10 players like at 40k. Aren't we still pretty behind?
I'm talking about rank 1 kill, dude.
Yeah, the video you had us watch on Together Tube.
Then do more damage than Bull.
Get him below 20.
Maps, dude. Oh, you're doing it? Okay. Guys, make sure you ruin, please. Okay, so for clarification, towards the end of that second shield, we're gonna second pot. Just let Shrankar call it.
They should second pot on their 2 minutes.
I compared their ADPS for the first 3.5 minutes. We're 60,000 behind.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
60 mil key.
6-0.
Not me.
We got first.
Let me get some.
Somebody get a small, okay.
Getting third. Fourth. And fifth.
Brownies. That's the one we're supposed to kite.
Everything else at the bottom.
Stack and barrier. Let those get in. Let those get in. There's barrier. Okay, make sure we break corals here. Soak.
Lost in the back. Perfect. We only have one left. Only one set goes out.
Yeah, it's way in the back. Make sure we get it.
Watch for gateway.
If it gets on wave, nobody move, I'll just go back.
Take A. Or wave got it.
Watch out, people. Soak those two.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm getting them up.
Okay, I was about to say.
I'm losing you guys.
Yeah.
This close right one's gonna be the small one. Actually, this close left one.
Rippling spawning now.
I think.
Range, try to loose spread a little bit better. Like
Okay,
these
so let me get the
up
one on the right.
Ridiculous.
We're double tap.
Reckon VE. Personals if you need to. We're gonna Hellstone the next set with Commanding Shout. Break the brownies. Get ready to Hellstone this set.
Alright. It's a wipe.
It's a wipe, she soaked.
I'm gonna miss the soak. Yeah, I'm gonna miss. Like I said, I can't always get all the small ones and the big one.
It's fine.
I think this is the set where I soak every single one with Paints Up and Vamp Blood and die, and everybody just pumps the boss with second pop.
Yeah, and I just res you after.
Yeah. What did Wave die to there?
I was trying to keep in line with the thing, and then Upsurge got back there, so I tried to clip it. But
Okay.
It was just really unfortunate.
That was very clean, though.
Yeah, it was good. Cauldron's still up, guys. Please use it. Can we actually get range to just loose spread a little bit more, except for like right before Briny Bubble and right before we stack in for Barrier Darkness?
Lock please.
I spent the entire first phase moving almost non-stop. Between Upsurge, Coral Growth, and soaking the bubble, I moved almost the entire time. and it was fucking ridiculous. Like,
You know about lock rocks?
hot tree health stones, please.
Thank you.
Got them in Sylph whenever you guys are ready.
Hey, a sec. I'm good.
Coming out of P1, whoever the tank is, soak the first small. We'll just do it like that, so you guys aren't trying to hassle out the briny bubble and trying to help me. Alright, Tal?
I'm comparing. Yeah, I hear you. I'm comparing to the Incarnate log, and at 3.5 minutes into the fight, their DK on the soaks has 18 stacks of water logs. You had 7 there. They're also doing double your HPS. Are you trying to cover too much ground at range? Like, should you be hugging closer to the boss and eating more of these?
I mean, I'm just following what Noggin did. And, I mean, I'm not as geared as probably their Blood DK or as well played for.
Staying closer makes more sense.
What he's saying is you can just sit on the boss and heal a lot more, and take a lot more stacks.
Yep.
You might have to step out for the big one and take it down twice, and then go back to the boss and let the last tick hit you.
Just and call for a movement ability on that big one, but otherwise just take the small ones.
Yeah, and deal more damage. Yeah, that's true.
Get your death strikes in, and then go out and grab the biggie, and save your AMS for the big one.
Makes a lot of sense.
Let me know when you're ready.
We should be good. You still wanting range to tag these? I tagged that one.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like you would have 17 stacks with us doing it. Should only be Tal here. We're breaking.
Forgot the turtle. Rip.
Good bull out quick. This is set where you're supposed to kite, right? Stack in for barrier. Good.
Perfect.
Back out ranged. Dodge. Ready for beams. Those beams lined up, guys. A little crazy out here.
Help soak in the back.
Soak, soak, soak.
It's fine. We have 3.
We have 3, but they're all in line of each other. Brinies. Break them out. Next set of Arcane, Mage, and Mayhaps. You guys make sure you get that lined up with those 3. We need all 3 of those broken. They're all in a line.
Somebody far left.
Yep, we got them. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Nope. Oh, one up. Fuck, dude. It looked like that was soaked.
I didn't have a blink to get to it.
Might be fine with 1. Keep going. she eat that?
No.
No, I already got it.
Keep pumping. Brownies.
Lit, innervate, wait.
Yeah, I got you right now. You have to kite. Okay, never mind. Somebody else soaked. Me, calm shot. Health stone if you're low. Still got several more bubbles. That guy hit the boss here. Reckon V.
Understood.
Swipe it. We definitely have the P1 push down. If we can keep the coral growths cleaned up to where we have less soaks. And Reddit take more stacks and just get more heals off the boss. It's really what we need to clean up there. No, Mulkey. So are we trying to second pot at the end of that shield in
Yeah, right about
P2
at
or
330.
like?
So that we get half of it in the end of that shield and half of it within it breaking for unbridles. That being said, at that point we were just about wiping, so I didn't call it.
Well, yeah, I was just clarifying is all. So even if it was more damage because it lined up with something, well, I guess it wouldn't matter because it's a full minute. Never
Unbridled,
mind.
just
Yeah,
fire
it's a
damage.
full minute.
I think that's most people's single target, best in slot,
Right.
best pot, whatever.
Mhm.
So it really doesn't matter when you use it, as far as I know.
Right. Gotcha.
And if it does, half of it's going to line up with your those 3-minute, 2-minute cooldowns as well. So unless your cooldown lasts for more than 30 seconds, you should have it within that entire phase, or entire part of it.
All right, let's go. Gotta have all those corals broken in that first P2, guys. We have to. And Reddit, you just have to sit on the boss more.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm just gonna stand in a fucking corner. I'm not soaking, by the way, Reddit. Just get it. Who did I cleave there? Bull?
You got me. I had trust in you, man.
It's too far away. That's just death. 2 DPS down. Not gonna meet any sort of check like that.
Sneaky's only trying to save his food buff, don't get it wrong.
Zords can crit. Like if you're talking like something passive like your resounding, it's not gonna crit, no. But if you're talking about priest shields, then yes, they can crit.
Yeah,
oh, if you do damage, yeah, definitely. Let's go. Full timer. Try to lose spread just a little bit, please, guys. Less we have to move for upstairs, the better. Oh, nice. Brownie's coming here. Next rippling in 4. We need to break him out quick and then kite. Kite. Stack on boss here, barrier. Just let these hit the boss. We don't need waterlogged debuffs on the raid. Good. Let's move back out. Upsurge coming. I'm going to BFE. Good. Soak, 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 soak. Missing a soak in the back. Got one. Got 2 up. Guys gotta help soak. Don't just sit there and stare at the boss. Swap. Next Arcane's in 6. We gotta break 2 on opposite sides of each other. I'm going Moki, you don't have to go out. Why did we not break the other one again? Like,
he was on the wrong side of it.
Just die. Just die. If from now on, if we have a core growth up in the first P2, we're dying every time.
It looked like you were gonna run further back, but you like went back in.
Just stop assuming one that's gonna get it, and just one set go to each one. It's getting ridiculous. Because like what happened, there's 4 of you were like, oh, I'm gonna go to the right one, and then it looked like you guys all thought that the one was gonna get both of them, and then all of you stopped. Right in the middle.
This is where the whole go out of your way to make sure something gets done comes in, instead of assuming or being lazy. Like, I'm on the other side of the fucking planet to break that shit. And somehow there's 3 people by another one not doing it. Yeah, no.
Trying to stay back and grip people to the back when I see him heading over.
Yeah, it's a good idea for sure. And Hachi, I would just like always have the gateway MP2 to the far back, the opposite side.
Could you double repair?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, love, I do.
Reeves, maybe? Oh, never mind. I see it.
Well, there's a hammer down. You want to see it? Or did it not pop? No, it pops. It's right here. Yeah, runes are mandatory. Monkey. People just aren't using them because we're not even getting P1 corals broke like we're supposed to.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Right.
What the fuck is that?
Red damage. I don't think we had to like burst move across the other side of the room. I think we had plenty of time to kind of stutter it over there and not fuck everybody's openers.
Yeah, I do have to, because the barnacle comes out and I see one in the middle of the room.
I mean, was it worth doing? I don't know.
Get fucked.
Just die. Wipe it.
It's all the ranged stacked around Ashvane. When the scrolls came out, had to take a weird path in order to make there on time.
So the goal is just to move the boss away from the first set of spawns, right?
What we do is we wait to see where they're going to appear, and then we move the boss to the side that will be furthest away from them.
Alright, this is going to be our last pull, and we need some of you guys getting in some Mythic Plus before tomorrow. Hachi, it'd be great if we could get your gear up Thought you were gonna hit some this morning, but you're same item level.
I got a gem.
Nice. We're probably gonna change up the comp a little bit as well. Swap. This is where we stack. Stack and barrier.
Let those hit the boss.
Range back off. Darken set up. Need a soak, soak. Whew. That druid disengage. Swap. Just make sure these.
Oh shit, I can't make it all the way back there.
Wait, how did the one in front of me not break? Who had the other? Like, did you go to the side of me or something?
Is that a wipe?
Yeah, that's a wipe. Just die.
Doing one more or no?
No. Alright, we got to see the fight tonight. Keep pushing gear, keep pushing neck levels, and we'll look into a few things and see what we can do to make everything a little bit better.
Oh, is this gonna work?
What?
Oh, it didn't. This year I had a brand new bubble in July.
Alright guys, go push some gear. If we figure anything out, we'll post it for tomorrow.
Need a 15. Anybody got a 15 they want to run?
I had a 15.
If somebody else would.
Okay, Bull, let's run your 15.
I had a 15, 14 now.